Today I'm taking out the Motorcraft lacquer touch-up paint. This also has the top coat. So here it is. We've got our paint at the top and we got our top coat on the bottom. We have a little scraper here on the end, so this is going to allow us to kind of clean up that chip. We have got our touch-up pen right there on the end. So all you got to do is you got to press that tip in. So you just find a flat surface, press that in, and that will allow the paint to drip out onto the tip. We've also got a paintbrush there on the bottom. So you can use the pen or you can use the brush. Then on the bottom, we've got a brush for our top coat. Now this one is B3, so this is Atlas Blue. My vehicle is Atlas Blue Metallic. I looked up what paint you want to get for that, and it said to get B3, which is the Atlas Blue. I assume that the reason that you're not getting Atlas Blue Metallic with an Atlas Blue Metallic vehicle is because those flakes that end up in there, they have a tendency to want to drop to the bottom of the paint. So this is just going to fill in those little scratches. I got a bunch of these little rock chips right here. They're not that big, you can barely even see them, but the problem is that if you leave them, they have a tendency to expand and get worse. So you can kind of see in the reflection, I am shaking that wool, and you can also see this is the Atlas Blue Metallic, so it's got the little speckles in there, but it should match the color fairly well. Yeah. So there's a little much on there. Go ahead and wipe that off. It's a nice thing about this, you can kind of do it as many times as you want. Oops. See? It's a good thing too. There we go. So as I press that needle in, it dispenses some of the paint. I'm not really sure which one is more accurate, really, the brush or the little needle. They both seem to want to just leave little drops. I think I'm just going to stick with the brush, just because that is what I'm more familiar with. I'm going to try to remove as much excess as I can. There we go. You want to go through and thoroughly wash your car before you do this, just because you want to make sure that you're not accidentally painting things on that are not actually rock chips. So I'm not even dipping the brush, I'm just kind of scraping off excess that is on the side of the bottle, just to try to prevent putting on too much. Okay, so it's not a perfect repair, but that is definitely better than it was. On top of that, I don't have to worry about the elements getting in there when just kind of pushing the paint up and then making those things spread out. Much better to have it like that. I'm gonna give it 30 minutes and then we'll give it the clear coat. So with a lot of these, I gotta get the light just right to see them. So you can still see them, but only if you're looking, like basically just if you're looking for it. So with this, I can be a little bit more liberal. Just gonna give it a coat. And the idea behind this is that it's going to protect that paint. So UV rays, all that kind of stuff. Now, if you really want to, we could go through here with a sander and make that even better, but I'm not going to be that picky about it. These actually do blend in pretty well. And I was looking at the paint in the sunlight, and you can definitely see the little speckles in there as well. So this is, in fact, the metallic paint. So that is it. We just let that dry, and we will be done. And that is with it dry. Now, if I get the light directly on the spot, you can see it. All right, so it does still kind of stand out, but that is still looking a heck of a lot better. So if you're just looking for a quick fix, that is a good way to do it.